is your host, Matt, and with me, my co-host, John.
What's up?
And we are here another week on our Mr. Robot podcast. You know, we've never officially given this podcast a name.
I think it's pretty good. The Mr. Robot podcast sounds good.
Right. So we are on the second half of the last season of Mr. Robot. We are episode 9 of season 4, the final season. This episode was titled Conflict.
Conflict.
And boy, was there conflict.
It was a little techie.
Very techie, but we start the episode in not such a techie setting. We see the inside of, I imagine it's the inside of Elliot's head. Wouldn't you agree?
I think so. That's why, excuse me. That's why I was asking you, what the fuck did I just see?
Mm-hmm.
Because I understood it was him talking to his parents, or him talking with Mr. Robot, right?
Him talking as his parents, because it's all in his mind.
Him talking as his parents.
With his younger self.
Okay.
Which is all confusing, right?
Yeah, you're right, because it's still him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's Mr. Robot.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He's talking to his younger self and his mother, who is dead.
Yeah. Well, they're all dead.
Well, yeah. None of them are real.
Yeah. It's inside his head. If somebody can go inside your head, how would it look like?
His younger self's not dead. It's just...
It is dead, if you think about it. It died a long time ago, you know? Just like our younger selves died a long time ago.
Okay. Apparently, I still have the maturity level I had as a child, depending on who you ask.
So apparently, Elliot's head looks like a board meeting room. If you could go inside your head, how do you think it would look like? What would be the setting?
Like a carnival tent.
You know, I was thinking the same thing. It's weird. I was going to say this. I was going to make the same joke. Carnival tent. So that's where your multiple personalities would meet.
Mm-hmm.
In a carnival tent.
I'm afraid of clowns. There's fear.
You know what? Mine would be a tent too, but it would be one of those, what do they call them? I don't want to insult.
Tiny little tents that get at Walmart for for camping.
No, it's one of those, like, I don't want to insult anybody, and I apologize if I do. But you know those, like, religious revival, like, they go from town to town, they put up a tent, and then people
doing
preach.
Like ayahuasca.
Is that what it is?
I don't know what they're doing.
You know what? It's funny when I moved into where I currently live. That's probably like the first
tent.
Year. Yes, I lived in a tent. To my new house. Like that
first
year.
Bigger tent.
That first year, there's an empty lot, like catty cornered to my house, and just an empty lot, and there's like
full of tents.
No, there was a tent that got put up there, and like for like a week straight, I would hear like sermons coming from there. Like,
you didn't?
Wow.
You didn't check it out?
I should have, right? I actually have thought about it.
Infiltrate.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if you try to infiltrate and then you're just like Scientologist or something.
I become
the
next time I see you, John, I'm a Scientologist.
And I go in there and try to talk you out, and then I become part of it too.
That's what happened. That's what they get you, because it's like it was late at night and like it was like brightly lit, and it was like you can hear, like, he was on a sound speaker and he was like preaching the word of God. So yeah, it was interesting. So that's how I imagine my mind would look like.
What's the Scientology god's name? Xenu?
Xenu? Is that what it is? The alien god?
Starts with an X, I think.
Yeah, Xenu. I thought their god was Tom Cruise.
I think it is Tom Cruise.
Mm.
Sounds very confusing.
Yeah, they have a fast god. We've seen him run.
He does run a lot.
Yeah. So we see the inside of Elliot's head.
Ready for Top Gun 2?
Top Gun 2, yeah.
All right, guys, we're starting our Top Gun podcast.
Yeah. We just started Top Gun podcast. We just talk about the movie Top Gun every week.
Every week. You remember that part? That's all it is.
Yeah. Guess what I saw this week again? Top Gun.
Gotta rewatch it every week to try to so little things that we miss.
Imagine somebody said, "Hey, for the rest of your life, you're gonna get paid like $10,000 a week, but you gotta watch Top Gun every week."
Probably do it maybe.
Yeah,
Because it's not that long of a movie.
it's like an hour and a half, right? Hour 45.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not bad. It's pretty good money hourly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Probably hate it after a while.
probably.
Just kill yourself in the middle of the movie. You think you can do it.
I want to apologize to everybody who came to hear about Mr. Robot and turned off already. We promise we will divert back to that. So anyway, yes, back to Mr. Robot. So we're inside his head, and they are talking about the other personality.
Who is it?
I don't know. It gets more confusing every week, right? Just when we think we sort of know.
I still think it's the kid.
You still think it's the kid? I don't know.
I thought it was the kid, just kind of like hiding in plain sight. Because, like you said, it's not a third person he talks to. It's a third personality, right? Like,
It seems like it, but he's not aware of it.
yeah, that's true. Because he's not. Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think he was aware when he was following his younger self and he got that key?
Yeah,
Like
but
in the previous
it seems like he knew he was following his younger self.
But you don't think that's when he became aware? I don't know.
I don't know.
Or you think it's just going to be like a big boom, like a holy shit?
But I mean, the way they talk about it, they are talking about the third person, like the third personality, like it's not sitting at the table, or it's not around that table.
Okay. They said that today?
Yeah,
In this one?
because
In
remember
the
he
beginning?
says, because remember the mom says we may lose him forever.
Guys, I do this podcast to learn, not to inform.
remember the mom says we may lose him forever. He tells Mr. Robot, the mom.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't woken up and then that's when Mr. Robot tells her.
Yeah, that's when they're talking
about. He woke up 2 months ago and he interacted with Darlene.
Okay, so that is a third personality.
Yeah.
Okay, so if the kids are at the table, then it's not the kid.
Let's see that. Yeah, that's why I don't think it's the kid now. It's confusing, right? I think every week it becomes more and more like, what the fuck is? And obviously it makes sense. We probably won't find out towards the end.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting what they did with tonight.
Yucko the clown. It's like, what?
The clown.
It's like something ridiculous.
But you know what? There's probably something there. You know what?
Yucko's awake. Just like that's how like the next episode ends.
It would be something to go back and look at the episode that Darlene was in by herself. Like, was there an episode where she was in there by herself?
So they said Darlene was the last one to talk to. Talk to the.
What if we're the third personality, the audience?
It's you.
Right.
You just like point to the camera. Like, what?
But yeah, I mean it's interesting, right? And you know tonight it's almost like they wiped their hands clean. Like we finished they're not gonna extend this to the end of the season. They hacked the Deus group.
Right.
They took all their money and now that's over. Right now we have how many episodes did I tell you? 4 episodes left in the season.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of.
Price knows what it's like now. I've gotten those overdraft texts.
Oh man, that's gonna be tough for them. They're all broke.
Yeah.
100 members of the Deus group, they're broke.
He should have taken Price's wallet. I mean, if he's really broke.
That'd be funny, right? Before they leave, they arrive through his like dead body just to get his wallet. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
They took Vera's wallet.
They did, right? Those guys, those
Yeah.
goons. But to be fair, they're like, where were they going? They were going to Arby's, right? They need some money for Arby's.
We have the meats.
It's a little expensive, but no, it's they ended that plot pretty quickly. I mean, there's 4 episodes. That's a lot of time left. 4 episodes.
I think we kind of figured they were gonna, like, at this point, they're talking about the new year. It's probably gonna end on New Year's Eve.
We talked about this before the season started. Like, hey, when would this end? It has to end on New Year's.
Yeah. So
That makes sense now. Because, I mean, this is Christmas night. Christmas Day is finally over.
I don't think they can go much more into the night.
No, I think the next episode is going to be the next day.
This is the conclusion of the night.
Yeah, I think the next episode is going to be the next day. Hopefully, at least.
It'd be funny. Just like 4 more episodes after that. Christmas time.
Yeah, in the middle of the night.
I think this is pretty much because it's all been leading to this meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that's over. So now the big thing is going to be, hey, there's the remaining remnants of the Dark Army, and then Elliot having to deal with whatever is in his head, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're done. Like they fucked with the Deus group. It's over. Like they're all broke. The richest 1% of the 1%. They no longer have money.
Yeah.
But obviously they're not gonna go quietly. You don't steal that much money from that many people and expect them to like go quietly into the night. Right? Like you got us. Right?
It's like those. Was it the Jeff Bezos pictures that they said they had?
Uh-huh.
I don't think they ever got leaked, really.
No, they never got leaked.
If they existed at all.
Yeah, they never got leaked.
Yeah. You remember the story, right? And then it turned out, you got to fact check this, but I think it turned out that it was his brother-in-law.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I remember reading that. Yeah.
And, dude, how much would you get for those pictures? Not much.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, even if you got 100,000, I'm like, now you're...
You got the richest guy in the world angry at you?
Now Lex Luthor is pissed.
And he literally is Lex Luthor, right?
I always call him Lex Luthor.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it makes sense, right? Isn't Lex Luthor his big thing in real estate?
You pointed... that's what I believe, but let's keep that on the down low.
No, but I'm saying like Lex Luthor, like he was like this rich guy, real estate, like weird, like I'm gonna buy Manhattan.
Yeah. It's like do you remember that line in Seinfeld? I'm probably gonna butcher it where Jerry tells George, and he goes, "You never put your mind toward anything worthwhile. You're like Lex Luthor." It's a pretty funny line.
No, what were you gonna say though? You said
you pointed out at the Deus Group meeting. I think it was Trump, right? The back of the head.
Yeah. They made a little bit of a swipe.
Nobody else has hair like that.
No, yeah, I would hope not. yeah. They took a little bit of a swipe at Trump.
Yeah. Well, they've used him before.
Well, they mentioned him, yeah, because I mean, it's still 2015. He's running for president.
He's running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 2015.
Needs some PAC money from the Deus Group.
I thought he didn't take any super PAC money. For the most part, right?
I don't know anymore, dude.
Yeah.
I think for the general, he definitely did. I think he wanted to fund his own campaign, but I don't know if he did. I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's a whole other story.
So they finally did it. This episode was pretty straightforward, right? Like it wasn't that complicated plot wise. They went, they hacked, and that's it. I mean, that's all that really happened.
I understood every line of code that they showed.
Right. It was pretty intense, right? The confrontation with White Rose and Price, and yeah. It's White Rose telling him like, how can you portray us? Like, how can you turn away from that much power and money?
Right.
I think that was where White Rose couldn't reconcile in his head.
He said he'd rather lose than see him win.
Right? Yeah.
He was. What was he doing? He was stalling, right?
It seemed like it. Price. I don't know, or he's just being weird.
Or he didn't. I don't think he needed to stall because he was already. What was it?
Well, I think his biggest thing...
what it was is, okay, well, the reason that they kept him alive is because they thought they needed him because they found out Tyrell was probably dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you forget it, like, it's only been like a day.
Yeah, and they never found his body. Yeah. I mean, they found the van, but they never found...
Yeah, it's been 24 hours. Right?
They've never found Tyrell. He's out there with the weird light.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Still staring at that glowing light.
Be funny they find him like 2 days later. He's just there with the light. He's still alive.
Yeah. And then Price tells Elliot to destroy the machine, right?
Yeah.
I'm convinced it's like a Keurig. Like a really...
Or a nice cappuccino machine.
Yeah, something that also is like frothy.
Yeah. One time I bought my mom a cappuccino machine. She never used it. She didn't know how to use it.
Really?
Yeah. They're complicated. They're a little weird.
My Keurig just broke.
Did it?
I think so. Like I've been buying like coffee and energy drinks.
You should get White Rose's Keurig. It's probably really good. She spent this much time and money
Go to
into
usa.com/White Rose.
buy your Keurig.
Still like merch for this show. It's all weird.
So you need to go buy a new Keurig.
I think so.
How much are Keurigs? Like less than $100?
Now, I don't know. They have the generic ones. They have the brand ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's like, yeah, probably like 100-ish or so for the basic.
Mm. I have a fancy coffee maker because I'm a fancy guy.
How come every time I ask you for fucking coffee,
I don't have any for a while.
You don't have shit.
Yeah,
I was like, I have tea.
Yeah, because I don't drink coffee at home as much. Yeah.
What's the point of the fancy machine?
I know. It's all for show.
Yeah, it's like, you like my basketball hoop? Do you have a basketball?
Nope.
No. It's really nice though, right? I don't want to throw a ball at it because I might get it dirty.
It does get dirty. Have you ever had like a...
Don't step on the basketball court.
Right.
I just chalked scuff it.
I just chalked it up. All right.
What are you doing bouncing that ball?
So, no, I don't think White Rose's machine is a Keurig, though.
No. So
probably is a time machine.
It probably, yeah, there's too much emphasis on time.
Yeah.
And did you catch that, what Price told him? He's like, you ran out of time.
Yeah, you're out of time. He's like, fuck
yeah, like, you bastard.
Yeah.
You know, I hate that.
I hate running out of time. Well, you know, I the thing is, Price was probably, and rightfully so, pissed that he's like, hey, for a second I did think maybe Angela was alive, but I know you're a con man.
Mm-hmm.
And
she might be.
Maybe.
In some alternate universe.
Well, because Price saw her get shot in the head.
Yeah. I'm just saying, yeah, that's why he knows he's full of shit, but it's like, he's still...
But he's thinking about, like, what if... Like, that's what he's pissed off about. Like, what if there is...
Because he knows
there?
This guy he's definitely has...
Into some weird fucking time voodoo bullshit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. But it's... Yeah, Price was basically... It was a suicide mission.
He didn't care at any point. I mean, he has really not much to live for anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you do get the sense that he did love his daughter.
Yeah.
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 Even though he was a...
He wasn't the best father.
But he got his jabs in. Like, he running out of time, and then the whole... You let all this over a little pipsqueak in a hoodie. It's like...
Yeah.
He's just, like, digging in deeper.
And just shoots him on the damn steps.
Yeah, that was hardcore.
Yeah. Thinking Godfather Part 3.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I'm going back to some of the...
Do they do that in Godfather 3?
What?
Who dies on the steps?
His daughter.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We just ruined Godfather 3.
Yeah. Sorry you haven't seen a 30-year-old movie, but it's not our fault. No, but you know what? Price has some good zingers in this episode. Remember when he asked them about Wellick? And he's like, Wellick mentioned wanting to tour the Great American Southwest.
He's just
like,
being sarcastic.
Yeah, just being sarcastic.
It's like, you know what? In what kind of car? An El Camino or something?
Yeah, it's 64 El Camino.
Instead of his hair blowing in the wind.
Or when his employees were quitting, he's like, bad management.
That is funny.
Yeah, so it's like Price is like, he's gonna go out on a
it's
good.
Like, well, I drink your expensive booze. I've had better.
But no, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot happens and a lot of finality, right?
Yeah.
So now I think these last 4 episodes are going to deal with the aftermath. Obviously, the some of the damage that comes from you don't
I
like
started to think Zhang might be a little upset.
right. Well, it does end with the FBI coming in and knocking down his doors.
Well, just to go through it, I mean, okay, what did they do? They got to the Deus group thing. They doxed him. They released that video.
Yeah. So now everybody knows about the group, and then they steal from the group.
Yeah, and so they got their 2FA stuff, whatever that two-factor, whatever security stuff, two-factor authentication, and they were able to bankrupt them all.
Yeah.
Or
went after what's the most important to them, their money.
Yeah, it's like
at the end of the day, that's the most important thing to them.
It's like 10 million charges to El Pollo Loco. It's like, wait, what? Have to dispute that. They're all going to be calling the next day.
How do you think that looked? How do you think those transfers looked?
They're ridiculous. Did you transfer $10 trillion worth of transaction? Or did you make $10 trillion? Yeah, El Pollo Loco. It wasn't me.
It had to be like really complicated for that not to be able to undo it, right?
Yeah.
All right. You can imagine?
Yeah, I mean, they might have overdraft protection. That's all they can count on, right?
We're gonna get the we're gonna credit your account for $150 while we resolve this issue, sir.
Yeah. That's somebody. Have you ever had somebody like charge something?
Yeah.
How much was it?
The last time I had my card used, I had gone to Dallas, and then somebody grabbed my information. I think it was like $100.
They grabbed it like you think they took it when you used it?
Yeah, like I think at a gas station.
Like they probably wrote it or took a picture or something?
No. I think it was like on the gas station, like they say you have to be careful.
Oh, you
when
think it was
machine.
Like a skimmer?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because then it was used. Obviously, I don't live in Dallas. I was just visiting, and they used it again in that area.
Trying to solve the JFK conspiracy.
That's when I was trying to solve the JFK.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I told you like my theory, right? It's weird how in the past, like before, not even too long ago, you had to inform your bank, "Hey, I'm gonna be traveling. Don't put a hold on my card if you see."
I used to work for, it was a bank. I guess. And we would, they would tell us to do some stuff. Just they're like, I'm going to be leaving the country, or like not even the country, just like
city or a different state or whatever. Yeah, and you would tell them.
Sometimes it'd be the country, but yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, you're going to be in Arizona.
I wouldn't even do anything. I'd be like, cool.
have a nice trip.
I'll be here at work, asshole, calling me to just throw it in my face.
Have fun in Tucson.
Yeah.
No, but like, but it's weird.
Your in-laws are assholes.
It's weird because, like, I don't do that. I never really call my bank, but I've been to different cities and I don't get a hold put on when I'm using the card.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I told you my theory is like I think they know where your phone is, and then they just, like, hey, his phone is there.
It's all part of the Deus group.
I don't know. I think there's something there.
Probably.
Yeah. Because every time they detected fraud on my card, it's from a different city. I'm not in that city. So how do they know? How do they differentiate? Maybe I'm in that city, but they know I'm not in that city somehow.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's some very malicious things on our phone.
Yeah.
In fact, they talk about it in, what was it, like the second or third episode when they did a little conspiracy video about Zhang.
Yeah.
Like the biggest heist ever, or whatever they say.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we basically just gave up all our data
on our phones, and that's what they do.
They show Facebook. They show agreeing to user agreements on apps,
on everything. We let people take over our phone.
Yeah, nobody knew that data was so expensive or valuable.
Remember what happened to us? We were at a store and we were talking about a certain product, and I bought that said product with cash.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a message about said product on my phone, like the next hour.
Where was the message? Through what?
It was like through an advertisement.
But like Google? Or was it on like Facebook? Or you're not?
Well, I'm not on Facebook.
Was that a Google ad?
I think it was a Google ad, yeah.
Yeah, and you bought it with cash,
I bought it with cash. But we were talking about it with the school.
And you see, you didn't even Google it, right?
Nope. We just mentioned it.
I think we said it
like
We said
10
the name of
times.
the product,
Like
and
10
then
10,
the guy
15
at the
times.
register said the name of the product.
Yeah, like 10, 15 times at least.
Yeah.
Well, I paid cash. There's
I was
no.
like, Matt, tampons? And you're like, I need them. For me. I was like, whatever. And then you're like, look at these ads for tampons. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
I was like, that is freaky.
that's John
I go
trying
with
to
the
make.
ads, too.
That's John trying to make a joke about my tampon purchase.
About my medical condition.
No, but you know, it's interesting that's how they get these guys through their phones. You know,
Mhm.
that was the biggest obstacle of the episode. Them trying to get their phone numbers so they can, you know,
Mhm. Prank call them.
right. That's all it is. Right? Just trying to follow. But,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, your phone number is so important.
Yeah.
That's the richest guy in the world. The world they get.
Yeah. So I got 2 phones.
They,
I do. That's not why. It's just cheaper on the plan. It's the same price.
John thinks he's a rap producer. two, 3 phones for us clients.
I hold one to my left ear, one to my right ear at the same time. I'm talking to 2 different people.
The worst deal of multitasking ever. That'd be hard, right? Trying to talk to people on 2 different
It's
phones.
funny. That's how I do conference calls.
Because you don't know how to use technology. You put the 2 phones like you'll talk to each other now.
Yeah, y'all just put the phone together, flip them, and push them together.
Yeah. Y'all talk to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a 3rd phone. That one's on speaker. Till somebody taught me how to do a conference call.
Yeah.
It's like 9 phones.
So John, before we leave, what is your prediction? What's gonna happen in the next 4 episodes? Last 4 episodes of this series.
I see additional conflict.
Additional conflict.
I think
more than what we had tonight.
Yeah, and then at the end, the FBI comes into Zhang's house, and they're not going quietly.
They're not. A lot of gunshots.
Zhang putting on the makeup.
So next week's episode is titled "Gone," John. Gone.
Yeah, that could mean a lot of things.
Yeah. These titles don't help at all, right? Like, you have no idea.
No.
Like, I'm sure it's like thematically is tied into whatever we saw, but it's like, yeah.
Is that still an error code? Or-
Gone, yeah, apparently. 410? 410? What does that? What
Okay.
does 410 mean? Like it's gone, obviously, but like, what does that mean? Gone? What?
Know what 420 means?
But what does gone mean?
I don't know.
So specifically, a 410 error means gone. In Google's terms, the server returns this response when the request resource has been permanently removed. Permanently removed. Oh, there's something there to it.
Yeah.
It is similar to a 404, not found code, but it is sometimes used in the place of a 404 for resources that used to exist but no longer do.
I was going to say, what's the difference between the 404s?
Yeah. So it's I think more of like it was there, but now it's no longer ever going to be there.
Yeah.
So there's something there to that, right? Gone.
Yes.
It's no longer there.
I mean, unless
will not be there ever again.
they're referring to the money, but
Yeah,
it could be anything. Could be, I don't know. Maybe it's Mr. Robot.
Hmm.
Maybe Mr. Robot's gone.
But why would he leave?
I don't know.
Yeah. If he had left, he would have left after 2 weeks ago. I would
But
imagine.
maybe he doesn't. They've done what they need to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like now he feels like he doesn't need him anymore. Who knows? I have no fucking idea. Fucking just drawing out long conclusions. Then Darlene's gonna come back, and they're gonna go to like Chili's.
The episode just set in Chili's.
And then she's gonna. What was the thing they used to have with the onion rings?
The Tower of Onions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was they call it?
I don't know.
Awesome Blossom.
Was that? I thought that wasn't there somewhere else?
Was that not Chili's?
I thought it was Outback.
I think the Awesome Blossom was from Chili's.
What does Outback have?
But I don't think they do the Awesome Blossom anymore.
They don't do the Awesome Blossom.
I was gonna say, it's like she's gonna try to order the Awesome Blossom,
And like,
then
man, we
find
no
out,
longer-
like, yeah, we
yeah.
don't carry the Awesome Blossom.
That's gonna be like a big conflict.
yeah, and like the yeah. So it's just like,
gonna be a
and she's like the Awesome Blossom, she's like gone
And that's why it's,
forever.
and that's why it's titled Gone.
Yeah. That's all I could think of. I don't know why they didn't hire me to write this show.
They should have, right?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting a little long tonight. That's pretty much it. Unless you have any other thoughts.
Nah, there's a lot of, like I said, they did what they set out to do. They hacked the Deus group. They bankrupted them. Price is dead. And we see
Pretty much it, right? I mean, it is, that makes it more exciting because all the conflict's gone. Like,
for now.
the outside conflict, at least.
Right.
Right? It's like, what else do they have?
I don't know.
Spend the rest of the year relaxing.
They might have a time machine.
So, yeah, that would come into play.
But you know what? They still need Elliot.
They still need Elliot for a shipping hack.
But why would he help?
Would he help?
Maybe Angela.
Yeah. There's something there, right? Even if White Rose is gone, maybe, now that she's out of the equation, maybe there's still something there, right?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they did mention a little bit in the previous
I don't know.
Dark Army.
The Dark Army might win that shootout. Like, they're pretty hardcore.
That is true, yeah. Yeah, they do. And you never see them. You don't see the FBI, like, bust into the room yet.
Yeah. Oh, we learned in the trailer for the next week, Dom's still alive.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be interesting.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll leave you with that. I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's episode, and for more, and then you won't hear from us ever again.
Brought to you by the Awesome Blossom.
All right. Bye-bye.